we can expect Mercedes-Benz Malaysia to continue where it left off in 2015, and the year has begun with a bang with the launch of the GLC, GLE and GLE Coupe yesterday. Earlier, we reported on new models that can be expected this year, with the charge led by the facelifted W176 A-Class as well as the all-new W213 E-Class. A stronger push towards diesels is also being explored, as shown by the debut of the GLE 250D 4MATIC, and so it was only natural for us to ask IBM's Vice President of Marketing, Mark Rain, about potential developments on the hybrid front during the conversation we had with him at the launch of the three SUVs. Given that the company has been granted an extension on import duty and excise tax exemptions for its hybrids, the question was obviously if MBM had any plans to expand the product portfolio beyond the two models it is currently offering, namely the Mercedes-Benz S400 Hybrid and W212 E300 BlueTech Hybrid, both of which are locally assembled at its plant in Pekan. The news about the C350E plug-in hybrid set to be locally assembled in Thailand for the domestic market prompted us to ask if the model was being considered for Malaysia. At the International Media Drive for the car in San Francisco last year, MBM had said that there were no plans to introduce the car here. Had its arrival in the kingdom altered that view? It turns out that it has. We're exploring the possibility of the C350E plug-in hybrid, as well as other models, Rain said. The car has to be locally assembled to obtain the necessary tax reliefs. But the proximity of a production base close to these shores has undoubtedly helped pitch that possibility along. Throughout Southeast Asia, we have local CKD production in Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, and we have a close affiliation between all the components in the network. One of the things that we look at as a company is if we do go ahead and introduce something as a localized product, will it be easier for the other markets in the region to follow? Thailand having the C350E plug-in hybrid is a good basis on which we can build on, and so, yes, it makes it easier, he stated. He added that any plans involving PHEVs needed to be meticulously explored. It's not just about bringing the car in. The crucial element is the infrastructure in the country, which we only have limited input on, and so that needs to be carefully thought out. We of course have a wall box for customers to install in their home, but an infrastructure beyond that is needed. The particular W205 C-Class variant is powered by AM274-20L 2.0-liter petrol engine with the same output tune as the regular C250, with 208 horsepower and 350 Nm for numbers, working together with an 80 horsepower, 340 Nm electric motor. Combined power output for the car is 275 horsepower and 600 Nm. A high-voltage lithium-ion battery with a total capacity of 6.38 kWh provides the C350E with an all-electric range of 31 kilometers. The battery can be recharged from an external power source in around 1.5 hours via wall box or through a 230-volt, 16-ampere 3.7 kW single-phase public charging point. Alternatively, it can be tanked up via a domestic power socket, with a charge time of around 2 hours running off a 230-volt, 13-ampere 3.0 kW single-phase supply. The engine can also juice up the battery to its maximum while on the go, though the commute has to be long enough to do so.